going to talk about I'm Yours. This is a song that is quite old, actually. I mean, not as old as me, but I got to know this song sometime around 2006 or something like that. Kind of a reggae sort of a sound. And I love kind of reggae. And instead of playing it in the key of B, which was a little high for my voice, I decided to move it down. And at first I did it in the key of A. Then I decided to do it in the key of G. Because it was a little more relaxed for me. So the first chord is going to be G. I don't usually use this one. I usually mute the A string like that. Now I use a G5 like that with my ring finger on the 3rd fret B string. So this is the way I play it, you know, when I'm doing a version like this. What's really nice about this song is that there's really only 2 chord progressions. And mostly in the verse and in the chorus, it's G. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. D chord. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. E minor. I fell right through the cracks, and I'm a-trying to get back. He does it kind of like in a reggae style. Right? At the beginning, I do that intro. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I'm using a G chord, a bar chord, instead of this kind of a chord. Now, when I play an open string chord, when you do that and you try to do that stopping, just like a reggae kind of a sound, when you do it with an open string chord, you have to stop it either with your left hand or your right hand or both. A little harder. If you use a bar chord, well, you done me and you bet I felt it. Now, what you do is you lift the chord right there with your left hand, but you don't lift it completely off, right, like that. You just lift after you hit it. Hit those low notes. Remember last time we talked about hitting the low notes and then the high notes? This is what you do in this song. And the beats are like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and I'm using all downstrokes. Next chord is D, and I'm going to use a bar chord like this. Like it looks like an A shape. Ah, well, you done me and you bet I felt it. D shape. Chill, but you're so hot that I melted. So it's 2 frets up. I fell right through the cracks. That's an E minor chord, right? And so we're on the 7th fret. Looks like an A minor shape. And then a C chord. Trying to get back. Now I'm using that E shape again on the 8th fret. It's a C chord, or you could do it down here. So you got two ways to do it. You can do the C up here with an E shape on the 8th fret, or you can do it down here with the A shape on the 3rd fret. And when I do that, I really don't play that E string right there. It's muted because my finger doesn't bend very well. But you know what? I'm also using the palm of my hand to palm mute. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate. Just like that. Same chords. He's going into the chorus. Won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. And that's that's how it goes. And then it goes into the next verse. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Just like that. Same chord progression, same everything. Mike says, it took me a long time to hyperextend the third finger to play a C. Probably this one he's talking about. You know, I see a lot of people playing it with their pinky, like that. Maybe using both their pinky and their ring finger. Like that. Really, a lot of people do that. Instead of using their... But you know what? If you get your guitar in relation to your body in the right position, it really does help. Okay. Dermot says, I find the A shape a little difficult. And the E and E minor are easy now. Yeah, the A shape is a little difficult. Remember I told you about using your pinky. The middle there's this little middle section, this bridge. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Okay, I can use an A chord there. So he's playing a G chord, and then he plays a G with an F sharp bass. Well, actually, if he was playing in the key of G, right? And he goes like that. He reaches down with his bar chord. He reaches down one fret, and then he plays that same chord, and then puts that note. So what you do there is you kind of abandon those last two strings, the B string and the E string. So it doesn't play. He's playing up here. Like that. We're playing in G. E minor. So that's called G. G with an F sharp bass. If you're using the open position chord, you can use the regular G. Then I use this finger, put it on second fret, E string, which is the F sharp. And I keep the rest of the chord. I mute the A string with this finger. And then we go to E minor, and then to D, and then to C. Da, 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 da. And then he has this like a C sharp diminished chord. What you do is you put your first finger on the 4th fret, A string, 5th fret, D string, 6th fret, G string. When I was first learning this song, I used an A chord, and it sounds like this. I'm going to start with that G, G with an F sharp bass, E minor, D, C, and then I'm going to go to an A and let you hear what it sounds like. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. That's an A chord. I use an A chord, A sus4, and I go back to A. Right? Okay, but the way he does it, he goes. Like that. So he uses the C chord instead of a C open position chord. He would use that. And then he goes to this diminished chord that I talked about. And then he goes back and does it again. In the recording that I talked about, the link is in the description. Give me a thumbs up, by the way, if you guys haven't done that. Hey, I got 19 likes. Thank you very much. He does this, instead of playing the bar chord like that, he actually adds that note. So if it was a C chord, it would be adding that A note, 5th fret, on the E string. Sounds really cool. Kind of a jazzy sound going to this chord. And then he goes, been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror. And that's what he does. Don't forget, I have a book, Quail Studios Music and Lead Sheets. It's got 329 pages.